and you assume that this job comes with leave allowance, it comes with bonus, it comes with pay, it comes with pension, and then you now suddenly realize that you are just a casual staff. Hello? And many of the people that you hear, this bank sacks 3,000 people, this institution sacks 2,000 people. When you go there, it's not true. You know why it's not true? Because there are things that happen that many of you don't know. The bank did not sack 3,000 people because you were never a staff of the bank. The bank ended an agreement with the agency and said, give me 3,000 staff. The agency recruited you and took you to the bank. The bank will pay the agency will pay you. So you don't have any contract with the bank, even though you are forming riot. I'm a banker. You are just a fool. You don't understand. Hello, you are a banker. Have you read your dictionary? Are you the owner of the bank? No, because many times, I use those language to wake up your brain. Say, yeah, you are a fool. I repeat it. Now listen, because working in a bakery, do you call yourself a baker? Working in the hospital, do you call yourself? So that you are working in a bank does not make you a banker. Who is a banker? A banker is someone that owns a bank, not someone that works in a bank. Hello? So the day the bank wants to cut expenses, they will just invite the man they had agreement with and say, sir, we can no more, we don't need your services anymore. So they will disconnect with one man. But that disconnection with one man, 3,000 people will now get an email, recall back to your office. That's why all the news you hear in newspaper, hey, they sacked 3,000 people. Nothing will happen because they didn't sack 3,000 people. It's because you went without. So after 7 years, in our case, they say, no, you can't marry younger one, one older one is there. So take this one. I say, what's not going to happen? Say, since you love this one, they were now preying on his emotion, knowing fully well that you have no other option because you don't understand some of the things I'm about to share with you in this series. He now told him, if you want this one, you need to do another 7 years. But look at the negotiation they did for his destiny. To show you that I'm a good man, I will give her to you now. So you will now be working. So you will collect her now, but you'll be working 7 years. But I will give it to you now so that you can start enjoying from now. But that's another 7 years of your life. And that's how many of us have sold our destiny. Hello? I was being interviewed by a media house. And they were asking me a question about refinery and all those stuff. He said, hey, you put that into finance, that they said Dangote is importing crude oil. That how can it be importing crude oil? I thought they said they have arrangements with Nigeria. I said, my people, don't say what you don't know, do investigation. I said, what you did not know is that the last administration of Buhari, APC, and this one is TAPC, that last administration, all the oil inside the ground, they don't use and borrow money in advance. Hello? So there is no way they can give Dangote any crude oil because the person where they borrow money from, if they wait. So when the oil come out, he go collect the one where they hold am. Now what will remain, they go fit sell. And Dangote is a business. He cannot wait for you people to settle that one. He has to continue running his business. They say, how? I say, how? Then they say, sir, is it that you are a pastor? You should be careful of what you say. Because sometimes it is what you say that you have been saying it, that dollar will become 1,000 to a naira. And now it has happened. Don't you think you should start saying dollar will become 200 naira to a dollar? Because it's what you people are saying that is happening. I said, look. Do you produce dollar in your country? No. The only way you can get dollar is to have something you are producing, that you are exporting, that is bringing dollar. So as long as you don't have anything that you are producing, that you are exporting, that is bringing dollar, you cannot have enough dollar. And so if you think that the 1,000 is a problem, I am sorry to announce to you. So after 14 years, no, I'm going somewhere else because I want to help you. We are going. Why do they talk entrepreneurship? These are the reasons, but we need to put balance to the thing. Now, the guy now spent 20 years. And inside that 20 years, he was giving birth to children. 2 wives, children. And the salary did not increase. Because he said, 10 times you have reduced my salary. So instead of annual increment, it's like deduction. He said that sometimes when I go out and an animal dies by accident, he said, you will make me to pay. Hello? Are you seeing yourself in the company where you are working? Because many of you are working under Laban and God is about to set you free. So for many years, 20 years plus, this guy was under the bondage of salary. Hello? Now, please, what is the title of the message? How to create wealth as a career person. Listen, the reason why many people are poor is because they are salary earners. You can never become rich and wealthy through salaries alone. But I want to show you, you see, even though Jacob was there for 20 years, he was a salary earner. He was not building a career. He was a salary earner. He was not building a career. Now, after 20 years, the wife gives birth to a child, and the guy now asks himself, come, the way this thing they go. Now, me and my wife start now, we don't become 6. 2 husband and wife and 4 children. The way this thing is going, it's time for me to do what? To take care of my own family. So he now decided that, look, I need to resign. So he now goes to Laban. Says, excuse me, sir. You know, since I came here, I've been serving you. I've done well. I've done this. I've done that. After all the story, says, so I want to resign. That was the first time he realized his value. Because see, when people know your value and you don't know your value, they will use and abuse you. Hello? Are you getting what I'm saying now? Because we're going to deal with a lot of things in this series that will help many of you to know how to create wealth as a career. I'm telling you, some things we'll see, you'll be shocked. Hey, I didn't see it this way. This guy spent 20 years earning salary. He never built a career in that industry. He was not a career person. So many of you that think that you are career people, you are not. You are just salary earners. And that is why you are finding yourself in the same rat race. And I've said it over and over again. In the rat race of life, even if you win the race, you are still a rat. Whether the handcuff is made of wood or gold or silver, handcuff is handcuff. You know what the man now said? You want to resign? You can't. He said, I have learned by divination. Did you see it when I read it? That means the man was using something. But Jacob was not using something. Listen to me. In this world, you are either in the secret court or you are in the secret place. Everybody is using something. Which one are you using? Be sure that what you are using is the right thing. The man has been using something. We had a meeting in July. Some people were in the meeting. And a lady was sharing with us how that somebody was owing her. But every time she enters the car to go to the person's office to ask for her money, she will leave the house and get to the middle of the road and say, where was I going? She will forget where she was going to. She will turn back and go back home. And when she gets to say, I was supposed to go to that happened for over a year. So in case you don't believe that people use something, well, you will not experience it. Because whatever they want to use against you cannot stand. Because God cannot use you and the devil will come to use you too. Yesterday, same thing happened. Some people that were in the meeting in July were in the meeting yesterday. No, not yesterday, on Friday. And another man stood up and said, I opened a branch. I sent my staff to another branch to go and open the branch. And he said, the guy went to the branch, and I don't know what happened. I just realized that every time I think about the branch, I don't feel like going. He said, for months, I didn't even ask him, what is happening there? He said, I don't know what happened. He said, there were days we enter the car and we'll get to the road and we'll branch somewhere else. He said that one day somebody came and said, congratulations. So he said, what's going on? He said, your branch, I see that you people are already 2-story building. He said, which branch? Which time they don't reach 2-story building? He said, that's when they now started praying. That the spell that the guy put upon him and his wife now came off. That's when they went there. And by the time they got there, the guy told them, oh, you were there now. The guy said he's the owner of the company. A branch, so the guy said, I didn't get company. Hello? Oh, I don't, but let's just go. Let's go. The guy says he's the owner of the company. They now took over, arrested him, put him in prison. The guy now got bail and sent hired assassin to come to kill the guy. So police now caught them in the estate. That you people are not, why are you roaming around? They now caught them with the guy's picture and his wife's picture in their hand that they want to come and kidnap. They now got the guy, so they arrested them. There is that other branch man that sent them. No, you never hear story finish. So now they are in prison. But now the police has now become the problem of the guy now. So the police are now saying that, you know, we are the one that saved you from death. So you should be giving us 5 million per month. I'm going to say 5 million naira so that to keep you alive. That because if we didn't stop there. So now his cry now is that should he relocate, because even police, that when he's going home now, the police are there. The whole of his estate now, they say they are securing him 5 million per month. Hello? I'm going somewhere. He said, I have learned by what? Divination. He said, I go check. Oracle tell me, say, everything I have is because of you. That means that the day he entered, the man went to check his star. To say, this is my staff. Is it a good staff or a bad staff? And they say, Dimo, Somaleo, Diromo, hold him down. He cannot go anywhere. His glory is shine, so that you can use his glory. Hello? Now, question. When the man went to do divination to discover that he must hold Jacob, did Jacob go to heaven to pray whether I should walk here? You get a job because they say the job is on the island. You now left where you are supposed to be. You are going to island and they are paying you 120. So that when they say where you work, I work on the island. I work in Leke. I work in VI. And there are businesses around the area that will pay you the same amount. But because of that arrogancy of bondage, I work on the island. You went. Hello? If Jacob had sought the face of God, the way Laban sought the face of his own oracle, God would have told him, don't stay here. Many of us are victims of disobedience to God and victims of not operating kingdom principles in the marketplace. Because we do things only by economic profit. As long as the money is good, you don't pray whether it's the will of God or not. So he now said to him what he has never said before. He said, now, name your wage. I can't let you go. Anything you want me to pay you, tell me. And the guy said, I have now learned that salary cannot help me. Now I want to become an entrepreneur. Now I want to build a career. So he shifted into entrepreneurship. Even though he was not the owner of the company, he was now building a career inside the company. And that shift in his mindset is very, very important for you to shift from survival of salary to you to become someone that says, I want to build a career here. And in building a career, there is a season when I will have to serve and learn. So he said, you know what? I don't want salary anymore. From now, I want equity. let my righteousness speak for me. Listen, many of you that have not been able to create wealth is because you are looking for salary, not income. Hello? You are looking for what? Salary, not income. There is a difference between your career and your calling, your work and your job. Your job is what you do to earn a living. Your work is what you are created to do. Your career is what you are paid for. Your calling is what you are made for. Jacob now said, from now, let my righteousness speak for me. I don't want salary anymore. I want commission. Hello? Now I want what? Commission. One of the businesses I do is real estate. Many of you already know that. And then we started what we call agents, where people go and sell land for us and we give them commission. Now they call it realtor. In our own days, it was agents. We didn't know this American language of realtor. It's this new boys that brought in all this. So now agent, you be agent, commission says agent. And you know what? The chartered accountant, that was my accounts, is the head of account, whatever they call them, in the office, his salary then was 280,000. And then people that were not staff will come and collect 800,000 commission, 1.4 million commission for land that they sold that they are collecting commission. And the guy was collecting 280. So one day I said, the way all these boys are just coming to collect money, let me give the staff two opportunity. Let everybody begin to make money, because their salary is not even up to what these people are collecting. So I came one day and I said, from now, everybody is a marketer. All of you go and market. Whatever you market, you get commission. After we finished the meeting, the guy came to my office. He said he wanted to see me. I said, yes. He said, sir, he said, some of us are professionals. You cannot compel us to be going to do marketing. We are not cut out for marketing. So I looked at him and I said, are you all right? So I want to help you. I'm saying go and do marketing. I didn't say I'm not paying your 280. But in addition to your 280, he said, no, it's going to be a distraction. I said, you are okay signing check for somebody that does not work to collect 1.2, 800, and you sit down for 1 and collect 280. He said, no, I'm an accountant. That's why I know that school can keep people. I say, hey, he's still potty now. Because you can be a chartered accountant, that doesn't mean you can charter Uber. I didn't say charter plane, no. Hello, or boat or whatever. People of God, Jacob said, I'm not going to allow this. I'm not taking this anymore. The question now is, which oracle have they checked that is controlling your life? And then have you consulted your own oracle? Let me wrap up because I will continue on Wednesday. Let me just lay this foundation. So, as an individual, even though salary alone cannot bring you to a place of wealth, but becoming a career person and an intrapreneur, which we're going to explain on Wednesday, can help you to create wealth when you know the things that you are supposed to do. So in closing, there are 3 portals of wealth creation. If you are going to create wealth, there are 3 portals. Number 1 is the entrepreneurship portal. Creating wealth through entrepreneurship. Number 2 is the investment portal. Creating wealth through investment. Number 3 is the career portal. Creating wealth through entrepreneurship. So what is entrepreneurship? What is the difference between a salary earner and a career person that is building a career as a professional? How can that career person also create wealth without having to resign from their job? Because everybody cannot be an entrepreneur, but everybody must be an investor, and everybody must be able to create wealth. If everybody is a businessman, who will fly the plane of tomorrow? If everybody is a businessman, who will work for the business people? If everybody is a businessman, who will be the surgeon? If everybody is a businessman, who will take care of all the other aspects of life that requires professionals and requires career people? These questions are the questions that will be answered when we come on Wednesday. And then I'm now going to start on Wednesday to show you the 10 major steps, 10 major things that can help any career person anywhere in the world to create wealth. We'll probably look at 3 or 4 on Wednesday, take some questions. It's going to be a communion service so that grace will accompany the aspect of this thing, and then next week Sunday we'll continue with part 3. Every head bowed in Jesus' name.